feet on my clay. Hey, place them up for my right to stay. Ain't nobody do me like my Jesus. Nobody do me like my Jesus. My friend. Yes, he's my friend. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. He's a friend indeed. He's my friend. Until the end now. You see, took my feet out of the mighty clay, placed them up on a rock to stay. Said he took my feet out of the mighty clay, placed them up on a rock to stay. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Wow. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. He's a friend indeed. Can't nobody. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend now. He's my friend. Took my feet out of the miry clay, placed him up on a rock to stay. Just one touch as he passes me by. I know that he will listen, yeah, to my faintest cry. Took my feet out. Oh, 2 feet on the ground.
We're back. Are we back? I don't know what's going on. Technical difficulties. We're back. Our mics are on. My goodness, I don't know what that was, guys. Sometimes it's just a trick of the enemy when they don't want you to glorify God in any way. You mention the name Jesus. Sometimes, the devil will play tricks on you. So hopefully everyone is coming back on this new feed. We saw that we had quite a few people on the old feed. So praying that you all coming back over to the new feed. We'll do the word of the week.
Yes.
We always got the word of the week, so that's always exciting, always important. And so the word of the week, and let's do a drum roll. The word of the week today is fan.
Fan?
Yeah, so you would think it's like a regular fan. You would think that the word of the week was like a regular fan. But I'm not talking about the fan that kind of blows.
Or the fan,
So this is from the Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
We always get our word of the week from the Urban Dictionary. We just like the Urban Dictionary. I don't know why. Hopefully you guys are tuning back in with us. Somebody say we're looking good. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
I praise God that you all come back with us. But the word of the week is fan. And I'm going to tell you what the Urban Dictionary says a fan is. Watch this. A fan is a person that pretends to be your friend, but doesn't necessarily like you. Their goal is to get information on you. So they will get kind of hang out on your social media pages. They'll try to figure out what you're doing. And so they're mostly like a fan would do a celebrity. But they're really not your friend. They're just your fan. Mm-hmm. They're trying to figure out everything you're doing and what you're doing. They're looking at your social media accounts. They're trying to figure out what you're doing at all times.
Right.
So that's a fan. That's the Urban Dictionary. Fan.
So
we got a lot of fans, right? You all probably have a lot of fans. Sometimes when you see these people popping up on Facebook and all that, they just your fans. Sometimes they're not your friends.
Oh, right.
So fans. So remember, we all got fans out there. Hey, it's not always a bad thing.
No.
Hey. My mama always say, don't get mad when they talking about you. Get mad when they stop talking about you.
That's true.
Yes. So, I don't know. We may have lost some viewers because they may be still on the old channel, but hopefully they'll start clicking over to the new channel. Everybody's saying that's much better. Sinitra says that fan sounds like a hater.
Right. And that brings me to one of the things I wanted to discuss the last time we didn't get a chance because it was so interactive and so much going on. So one of the things I wanted to bring up was, what's a frenemy? So a fan sounds like maybe a frenemy. Not the same, but a little similar. So frenemy.
Mm-hmm.
And
so what's your definition of a frenemy, Shawn?
So my definition of a frenemy is someone who portrays to be your friend, who says they're your friend, but deep down or secretively they are a hater or somebody who just maybe jealous or hate. Yeah.
But hey, but hold up. But you know what? But here's the thing. I actually like frenemies in a way. I don't know about you guys, but I like frenemies because frenemies, even, let me see how I want to say this. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. You want to keep your enemies really close to you guys. Even, Jesus gave the greatest example with Judas.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say. Proverbs 27:6. Can I say that? Can I just read it real quick? This is from the New King James Version. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, which if a friend give you, tell you something you don't want to hear, may wound you, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Right.
Judas.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So the Lord said, what's their agenda? Right. What is their agenda? Their agenda is just to basically, sometimes, here's the thing. The enemy's agenda is to be just like you. We had this message today. The enemy job is to seek, kill, and destroy. But how they do that is they begin to mimic you. So the more they're on your heels, the more they start acting like you and talking like you. And they basically get all of these words that you're saying. They start mimicking exactly who you are. And so you get sort of tricked by them and thinking they're your friend when really they're not. So the agenda is to get close to you, to mimic you, so that you can have the same terminology, the same walk, the same talk. You think this person is about you and about everything, but guess what? They're not. They're your enemy. So I like to keep those people close to me. You better know it. You better keep those people close to you. Better keep those people close to you.
Yeah, I found in my experience some years ago dealing with a friend of me, and I didn't know they were a friend of me, but I just began to notice some things, like you said, like a pattern or repeat. They'll brush stuff off. Like whatever you do, they got something negative to say about it. It's not like, why would you do that? Why you gonna do that? And I'm thinking, why they checking,
right.
in my pocket, why did you buy this?
Right.
But then I would notice they would question, why did you buy this? Why did you buy that? And then guess what? They'd turn right around and buy the same thing that they would just, questioning me about.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like,
The Lord said absolutely not. She don't want these people, the friend of me. She don't want them.
Yeah, I don't think I want them around
company.
me. Yeah, I don't either.
It doesn't matter to me because when a person show you who they are, you better believe them.
Yeah.
And I always say the more I know about a person, at least if I know who you are, I know how to deal with you.
Right.
Like my mother said, feed them with a long-handed spoon. You just feed them with a long-handed spoon, but you want to keep them close to you because you want to know what they're up to too. Just like they checking you out, I'm checking you out too.
Right.
Our pastor said it today. You got to watch. You got to watch.
Yes.
So I got my eyes on you, friend of me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not about not having them. No, come on.
Well, right, I get what you're saying, not having them close. Absolutely. Because once I figure out who you are and that you're not a genuine friend, then I'm going to deal with you accordingly.
Right.
I'm going to put you in a different category.
Right.
You're not going to be as up close, in my personal space or in my business.
Right.
So, yeah, you
Tanisha
just got to.
said definitely she don't want them close to her. I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
really concerned about what they're up to. So
Yeah.
the Lord said she ain't concerned about what they up to.
Yeah.
But
at the end of the day, and I get that what they're saying, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what their plot is, because God is my protector. He's my, he's going to get vengeance. I mean, I don't have to do anything.
Like, so
I'm going to use wisdom. I mean, absolutely, I'm going to watch as well as pray. And I believe God will give me wisdom, but I'm not going to be concerned about what they're plotting, because it's not going to come to pass.
I'm not concerned about what they're plotting, but I'm watching you. I got my eyes on you. I'm not concerned
you're
about
very aware. You're aware as to what.
Aware. I'm just aware. So that's all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying about friends. Last time, did you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So last time we did have, and I'm gonna revisit this only quickly as a refresher because it's been about 2 months, and I do have, if our engineer will work with me, I do have a type of quiz that I'm going to put up on the screen, and we talked about 3 types of friends last time, and I just want to kind of refresh us as to what kind of friend it is. So
exactly.
You all can type this in the chat box, but this is the person who is down for you, who love you, who can be honest with you. This is your ride or die friend. What kind of friend is that? Your ride or die friend. Type it in the chat box. Is it
confidant, comrade, or constitute? Which one is it? So they have to answer.
Right. Is it a confidant? Is it a comrade? Or is it a constituent? We talked about this last time we talked about friendship.
Constituent. Sorry.
All right. So how about this? So what about, so that was the first one. What about the person who is against what you are against? So you all become friends because you all against the same person. You all against the same thing. So you all have something in common, and that thing in common could be a common enemy.
Right.
So then that sort of make you all friends. Which one is that? Is that a confidant? Is it a comrade? Or is it a constituent? Which one is that? A confidant? Is it your comrade? Or is it your constituent? And then finally, this person appears to be with you, but they're mostly they're for what you are for. So you all may have a common thing. You all may have a project that you're working on at work. You may be on the bus together. So you all sort of come together because you all are for the same things, or you all working together on certain things. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're your confidant. It doesn't mean, I pretty much gave it away. So it doesn't mean, so you tell me what that is. You tell me what that is. Is it a confidant, a comrade, or a constituent? And we talked about these three types of friends last week, and it's very important. We talked about your reason friend, season friend, and lifetime friend, and how important it was to put your friends in certain categories. So these are the categories that we talked about last time: your confidants, your comrades, and your constituents, and how important it is to know which category each person in your life fits in. So, okay, stand back to us.
Thank you, Stan.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Stan. So I'm going to look at the chat. Did we look at the chat? Did you all answer the questions? We talked about that last time.
Right.
All right. Okay, everybody seemed to, they got that. Oh, so confidant. Confidant, comrade, constituent. Go ahead, Reverend Charlene Joy. She put them all on one. She's so smart. Look at her. Everybody got those right. Everybody got those right. So Jackie, that's my good friend Jackie. Jackie says that frenemies will be cut off once they are found. I would not keep them closer. They will be kept at a huge distance.
Right.
But go ahead, Shawn. Go ahead. I mean, okay. I mean, a lot of people not agreeing with me that they should keep them closer. But go ahead, Shawn.
No. I don't want them close either because I just feel like that's intimate. I don't only want anybody that I trust to be in my close, intimate circle. Because I don't want you up in my business. You don't need to know everything. So there's a difference. I'm not even saying that they know everything. No. I'm not putting them in the category of a confidant. We do know a confidant is your ride or die, the person that you tell all your secrets to. I'm not even putting them in that category. Okay. I'm putting them in the same category that Jesus put Judas in. He hung around in the vineyard. He was there. He was a disciple. Jesus mentored to him. He spoke to him. He was in all the conversations that Jesus had with the rest of the disciples. Because those people serve purpose in your life. I was about to say he had a purpose. Judas had a purpose. But when you begin to trust in God, you know that God will place people in your life for purposes. Absolutely. And so now it doesn't matter if that person is in your life as a confidant, that person, that friend of me may be in your life to teach you patience, to teach you long suffering, to teach you self-control. It is a purpose that person is in your life. And so sometimes we so quick to cut people off before we can learn our lessons in which God has brought them in our life for. We begin to cut them off way too quick. I'm not saying put them in a category of a confidant. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is don't be too quick to cut them off too, because God have them in your life for a purpose. Absolutely. And I'm covered. Absolutely. And I think when we discover and when God reveals that person is an actual frenemy, then we also go to God and ask, if this person is a frenemy, then how should I handle this person? How should I now handle this person? Am I to keep them close, or am I to, separate myself? So I think just asking guidance from the Holy Spirit, using wisdom. You have to be led in what to do. I think you got to be led in all things. I think you got to be led even with your confidants. How much that you even share with them. I think you got to be led even when you call your confidant who doesn't seek wise counsel. I think you got to be led in that way too. So I think everything that we do, we got to be led in how we do those things. Absolutely. Right. So let's see. So let's go to, we talked about this last time, but we could not get into it, and I want to just break this down a little bit.
friendships go wrong mainly because of high expectations.
That's true.
Friendships go wrong mainly because of high expectations. So listen to this. Listen to this. So if you keep getting disappointed by every friend in your life, your expectations may be too high for friendship.
That's true.
It may be too high for friendship. If everybody is disappointing you, then what are you expecting from the friend? Mm-hmm. So that's something to really, really think about. And then when we start talking about these high expectations and when things go wrong, see, we got to be real careful because we got to understand who people are.
Right.
So a person, let's just say this, a person with low self-esteem, for instance, when you do something to a person with low self-esteem already and they feel rejected, it could be the slightest of things.
Right.
And they might feel offended by you, but sometimes it really is not your
It's
fault.
absolutely.
It's that person because
Absolutely.
they've expected you to do all of these things for them. And as soon as you don't do the things, now they feel very rejected.
Absolutely.
So we got to be very careful to understand who we're dealing with.
Right.
Because that makes a really big difference. It doesn't mean that we're not loyal to you. It means that sometimes you're expecting things of us that we don't even know what you're expecting.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of times when friendships go wrong, it's because people got too many high expectations on.
And I think it's
friendship.
based off of their life experiences somehow from childhood or anything like that, or just maybe how things are done or were done in their family. So they think and everybody else do the same thing, and that's not the case because everybody have different backgrounds. So I think, and that was one of the things I was thinking about earlier too, in terms of friendship and like what is a true friend. And one of the big factors I believe is mutual respect. And so, like you said, I mean, you have to respect the differences of other people. Right. And then even at some point, as that relationship or friendship is evolving, to find out what the expectations are. Just like you do in a relationship or, husband and wife when you're dating. And then you have the 5 love languages. I think that also even applies in friendships. Just find out what they like or what they don't like, what the expectations are. Because everybody's not going to react or respond the same way because everybody have different backgrounds, personalities. That's just and you cannot expect the same from everyone in your circle. That's just not realistic and it's not fair.
Right. All right. So let me say this. So I'm gonna give this scenario. A friend is in the hospital because Latice said something key. She said, "I expect you to be a friend that I am to you." Okay. So let me give you this scenario. Let's just say a friend is in the hospital, right? Mm-hmm. You don't, and the friend. And let's just say you were in the hospital, the friend came to see you, they bought you some things. Now you go into the hospital. You're expecting that friend to do the same exact thing. But let's just say the friend don't come to the hospital. They may call you, they may text you, but they don't actually come to the hospital. So now they're not reciprocating the exact same thing that you've done for them. Do you think that's a true friend? Is that being disloyal? Is that being disloyal as a friend? This person isn't doing the exact same thing to you. So, but are you being disloyal? Let's talk about that. You don't go see your friend in the hospital, but they come to see you.
And that's the whole thing in terms of a difference in personalities. Because I think, and this is what I find, and this is some things I've heard when it comes to marriages. That person who didn't go to the hospital, and who just probably called or maybe sent a card or flowers or whatever the case may be, but they did not physically show up, they may... Okay, what do you call it? Like the love language or whatever like that. So they probably going to respond to you the way their expectation is. So they're not going to, so you as a person, you're in a hospital, somebody else comes, you went to see them when they were sick because that's what you would want. Most times we do things because we do things, you treat people the way you want to be treated. So most times when we do things, we do it because it's just naturally who we are. We're givers or whatever. Right. But we're going to do those things because we want somebody to do those things towards us. Right. So when somebody don't do it towards us or reciprocate, then we feel like, oh, they're not, they're not necessarily loyal, but a genuine friend. But that may not be the case. That's just not who they are.
Right. So let me say this. Right. I'm in the hospital. My friend don't come and see me. Could it be, like, I look at my sister, for instance, who's deathly afraid of the hospital. She can't go to the hospitals. She's fearful of the hospital. She cannot take even the smell of a hospital. So could it be, so now, because a lot of times we start jumping to conclusions. That's true. So could it be that person may be just afraid to go to the hospital? Then my question is, how compromising should a person be? Should they have to overcome their fears just to please you. So because now, I mean, so this is what I'm saying about friendship. When we start expecting too many things, I did this for you, so now I'm expecting you to do the same thing for me. But that's not always the case. In fact, the things that you do for most people, it won't be reciprocated back from that person. You may get your blessing from a whole nother person.
Absolutely.
So is it wrong? I mean, maybe you could ask your friend, why you didn't come. I was expecting you to come, and they say, I'm definitely afraid. Mm-hmm. But people still have an attitude about that. Oh, I went to go see her, but she didn't come and see me. You don't know what the circumstances are. Stop having so many high expectations of people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just like, how compromising should we be?
Or it could be that they were so busy, or they had family, and they couldn't, just again, it could have been like a schedule, something like that.
Right.
But I just know with me, I'm just big on communication.
Right.
So we're close, and you couldn't make it. Just say, hey, I wanted to make it, but blah, blah, blah. Just communicate that.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The friend could already know, if you're my friend and we're best friends, you should already know that about me. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking one way, because this is when this whole miscommunication thing come in. I'm thinking one way. I'm thinking that she already knows. Because if you're my true friend, you know that I got a problem with this. You already know that.
Right.
So I'm thinking to myself, she already know. Ain't no way in the world I'm coming. I told her... I told a couple of people, if you go to jail, I don't know if I'm going to visit you, but I'm going to send you some campaign money. I'm going to make sure you get some stuff that you need. But I'm not for sure that I'm the visitor of prison, because I don't like when the clink go behind my head. And I start twitching and everything, like I had flashbacks, and so I know it's my thing. I ain't going, I can't come see you. And make sure you're okay. I'm going to write you a letter or something. All right, let's go to the chat line, because we got a lot of people chatting. The Lord said, my mama didn't raise my friends, so I don't expect them to
They come from a different background. Absolutely.
Some people do not have the same grounding that you have. Exactly. Not that, Letice, she clarifying what she said. Not the exact same thing. You can show it in different ways.
Absolutely.
Exactly, but don't expect it to be in the same way. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. And Balaam, that's my favorite cousin there. Just do your part as a friend, and the rest will take care of itself.
Right, absolutely.
Sinitria, interesting question. I feel that people respond as best they can. They don't have to respond in the same way. That's exactly what I'm saying. And Tina said, that's why I'm very careful who I give the title to. And and so Dolores agrees with Tina. Ditto to Balaam. My brother is like that. Yep. And hey, Jaquetta Hicks, love you. Hey, I may not can make it to see you, but I'm at home interceding on your behalf.
See, prayer is powerful. Yeah,
prayer is powerful. So you can pray here. That's the good thing about prayer. You can be across anywhere, the globe.
Yes,
prayer would now connect you right back to one another.
Absolutely.
Prayer can connect you right back to one another. I had a recent incident when somebody called me and said somebody was in the hospital. And I was there shopping at the Christmas tree store, because I like the Christmas tree store. And I just said to them, can I just stop what I'm doing? They said, well, come over to PG Hospital. And I said, can I just pray for them right here at the Christmas tree store? The Christmas tree store and PG Hospital is so far. Can I just pray for you right here? And you know what? And that prayer connected us right there together. Amen. All right, let's see. So why did you do what you did? Check the reason for your actions. Exactly. Why did you do what you did? Check the reason for your actions.
Oh, okay. Right. Your motives. Just making sure the motive.
Yeah. Well, at this age, my circle is closed. That's a good thing. Have no more room for friends. See?
You got to be open. To me, as long as you have breath and God blesses us to see another day, you never know. You can be blocking your blessings. You can't just be blocking folks out. Because that very next person, that stranger, can be your next best friend and somebody who God is using to bless you. You just never know. There's purpose.
I think she must have heard my husband, because my husband preaches this. This is his message that he preached.
Oh,
my friend's circle is closed. My friend's circle is closed. And I tell him this all the time. I just don't agree with that. I do realize, honestly, and this is a flaw of mine, that I'm way too trusting of people. And even biblically, it says you got to look at the fruit of people. So you got to be the fruit inspector. So the fruit is the evidence of life. Absolutely. So you got to really watch somebody and see who they are first. And so
Absolutely.
you shouldn't go in being too trusting.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Although you may connect on some levels, you can't go all the way in. And I will say that I'm way on this end of the spectrum, that I'm mostly trusting people first. But I will say this, that I don't have like really high expectations of people. And so therefore I'm really not too disappointed too many times. Like nothing really surprises me that people do, because we're all human and we all fall short. And so it really doesn't surprise me, but I don't know that my friend circle is closed, because I've gotten some of my really good friends in the later part of my life. My confidants, I will say, mostly have come from 30-year friendships, 40-year friendships. But I got some really, really good friends in the latter part of my life. And so I can't say that my friend circle is completely closed. And I think that you gotta be really open-hearted, Tina. I think you got to be a little open-hearted and be able to receive. And so, I don't know about that. I don't know if my friend circle is closed. I enjoy my friends. I enjoy people in general.
Okay, so here's a question. And I don't know, but I'll go ahead and ask. This is a little different. Would you be okay with your best friend dating your sibling?
Would you be okay with your best friend dating your sibling? I don't care. Don't matter to me. I mean, love is love. You know what I mean? I can't help who somebody else fall in love with. So my best friend, if they wanted to date my sibling, I'm okay with that. Okay. At least I know that person. So I don't. Yeah. That doesn't matter to me at all. Like that doesn't bother me.
Well, I just different people, have different aspects. I just wanted to throw that out there. I mean, I don't have any experience with it, but just in case there may be
and somebody
an issue
said
for
that's
somebody.
grown folks' business. Okay. Yeah, that's grown folks' business. I think, in fact, we too nosy. We too much in other people's business anyway. You need to step out of people's business, and whatever's going to work for them, going to work for them. You know what I mean? We too nosy. Always in somebody else's business. It shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. That's just my opinion. I feel very strongly about that. Shouldn't matter.
All right. Because I know sometimes with that, maybe they're, it could. I guess I ask that because if something happened in that relationship between your best friend and your sibling, and then, you know what I mean? So you sort of like caught in the middle, like where your loyalty will lie. So it could just become a little complicated.
Yeah, I have probably a variation of that question in that, because this happens a lot. If I don't like somebody, should I expect my friend not to like that person? If I don't like somebody,
that's a good question.
Early in life, I think I was like, if I don't like them, you better not like them. But now I think I've sort of changed that now. But
I actually, to be honest, I don't know. I feel a little some kind of way if I have a friend, a close friend, best friend, whoever, that we're close, and they're friends with a known enemy or somebody who straight up don't like me.
Right. So, but wouldn't you be secure in your friendship with that person, that even if they're friends with the other person, that the conversation really doesn't have anything to do with me? That's their business. Like, that's how I feel. Like, early on, I think when I was really, hey, if I didn't like them, you didn't like them, we were on a mission together to go get you. Right. That's it. Yeah. We were going to come and get you. Yeah. As a team. We were as a team effort. But like, now that I've grown, it's like, really, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I got to say this, because my husband is on the line. My husband is on the chat. I love my husband. He says, you have to know the difference between a friend and an associate. I don't know if you heard me talk about your earlier husband, because I was saying that you said your friend circle was closed. And I just don't agree with that. But that's my husband. It says you have to know, okay, that's between them. I don't mind at all. And then somebody said, I'm still friends with my brother's ex-wives. Yeah, so a lot of times, and that is, I will say, though, that is a sticky situation sometimes, because, I will say that I'm friends with probably my sister's exes, and they probably not friends with my exes. My exes are crazy, so I don't know. They probably not friends with my exes, but I am friends with their exes. Right. And sometimes it gets a little tricky, because those exes could sometimes be a part of the family through children connections, through grandchildren connections, and things like that. So it's very difficult that I'll say, okay, I'm not going to speak to you, because now guess what? We all got to get together for birthdays. We all got to get together for graduations and for wedding ceremonies. So we all got to be together. We all got to find a way to coexist. Right. And so, so that does get a little tricky sometimes. Let's see. Charlene says, I love being around other people. Me too. I enjoy what each person brings to my life. My best friend circle is not open. However, bring on the comrades and the constituents.
She said she closed the
Oh my God! So you close the category of confidant. See, I don't even know if I can get with that either. I don't even know if I can get with that. And me and my husband had this conversation, and I was saying the last couple of years he has a really, really best friend that they weren't best friends for 30 years, and he called him his brother. Aww. And so it's just like, and that's your confidant, because that's the person that you confide in. So I would say, yeah, but I don't know. So, okay, so just that category is closed for Charlene. Okay, all right. Jackie, remember, Crystal, I told you that I prayed to ask him to bring a true friend in my life, not someone fake or tell half-truths, and then he brought you to my job, and we have been friends since then. See? Look at that. We friends from work. And I consider Jackie, actually, I could put Jackie actually in my confidant category. Right. I love you, Jackie. Thank you so much for that. Jackie always says that. She's not just saying that. She tells the world that God brought me to that job, so that now we're really good friends, and we are. And I love Jackie for that. And yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you're closing off your friend circle, you're closing off your confidants, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing. But okay.
Yeah.
You have to put time. You have to put in time to become a friend. That's true. You do. You got to put in time to become a friend. I would agree with that. Trust. Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think somebody should just come in right away and be a best friend. No.
Yeah.
But absolutely. Yeah.
And I would say that friends are for all different reasons. You know, some people come in your life, they're your shopping buddy. They're your shopping friend. They come in your life, they entertain you. Some people come and they're comforters. I know different people I call for different reasons.
Absolutely.
If I need a word of prayer, and I know people gonna drop down like just, hey, I need some prayer. They not gonna say, I'm gonna pray for you, girl, and I'm gonna get off the phone. If I need a prayer, I'm gonna call certain people. I'm gonna call Reverend Joy. She gonna stop whatever she does. I don't care if she in the line at the Kentucky Fried Chicken and Popeyes. In the line, she gonna tell the people to hold on and just go on and drop that prayer real quick. Arlene is another one. She gonna go on and drop that prayer real quick. It doesn't matter what they're doing. And then sometimes I know the person that I need to call when I need some godly advice. I'm gonna call certain people. When I need some ungodly advice, when I'm just being a little devilish and I want,
don't call nobody out.
I'm gonna call certain people. They know who they are. I don't have to call their names, but I'm gonna call certain people. So it depends.
Right.
It depends. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know.
I got you. I don't
know. I'm just saying. I mean, anybody, I mean, we going to take a few calls. I mean, how much longer do we have, Stan? I know we had some issues. You can know someone for a very long time and don't know them. Hello.
That's true.
Daylon. Hello. You can know a person for a long time and still not know them.
That's true.
You can have a person for a long time and still not know them. That's true. Because every time I think I know somebody, they change on me again.
This is true.
You know,
I was just thinking that earlier too. You can be friends with somebody or think that you're friends for years and years, and then you find out that they really not.
Right.
So that's, I've gotten that revelation a couple of times. Like, oh, and then God just began to show you some things. And actually, I've come to the conclusion in a couple of cases where I've realized that I've been their friend, but they really weren't. They weren't my friend. Right. And I don't think,
Right. Somebody said, I disagree. When it's divine, it can happen suddenly for you. And we've seen so many innocent, like when a friend come your way, when God drops somebody in your life suddenly.
Yeah.
And that happens so
it
often.
Depends.
Sometimes it's just suddenly, like boom, and that person's your friend. So you just don't know.
That's true.
I actually agree with that. Friend for every occasion. Somebody saying, right, Baylon. And Charlene, she's putting on the text message, you're a minister now, sis, so I'm your ghetto translator. And she is. She calls herself my actual ghetto translator. She does. So whenever I'm saying really nice things and she may be trying to read my mind, we work telepathically sometimes, she will begin to translate what I'm saying. Because I do try not to use vulgar words or anything like that. So sometimes my sister, because she say I haven't all the way arrived yet, so I can go ahead and translate that thing for you. All right.
So one more last question. So how important, I guess this is within the realm of what we were just discussing. How important is it for you to have mutual friends?
What you mean? Explain.
Might have some of the same people in a group, maybe.
How important is it for you to have mutual friends?
Right, because you can have a one-on-one friend, like you only know that person, let's say from work or whatever. But how important it is to have mutual friends. Like, I guess people in the same circle. I don't know.
I don't think. I mean, I don't know. And I will tell you, I use the term friend loosely, so I'll go to the chat line for that. But I would tell you this. Like, so I'll use Tanisha as example as my best friend. She has many other friends, many friends that she worked with, many of her teacher friends. If they're a friend of hers, they're a friend of mine.
Okay.
Even in my relationship, my husband and his friends, if they're friends with my husband, I consider them a friend of mine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to cause any confusion or anything like that. So if you're a friend of my husband's, you're a friend of mine. If you're a friend of my friend, you're a friend of mine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're not in the confidant category, of course. But certainly, we're friends because we got the same person in common.
Right.
So, so we're now constituents. We become constituents. We got the same person in common. So, yeah.
Okay.
And she, Dolores, look at you. I have one circle, my church friends. Know my street friends. Know my work friends. And know my family. Are you saying not? So you have one circle of friends. Oh, okay. So are you saying that all of those people are your friends? Or are you just saying your church friends? I have one circle. Oh, so are you saying all of those people are in the circle? Like your church friends in the circle, your street friends in the circle, and your work friends are all in the same circle? Is that what you're saying, Dolores?
Dolores is my friend, by the way. Hi,
Dolores is your friend.
Yes.
Hey, Dolores. See, that's what I'm saying. See, you Shawn friend that make you my friend. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. All right, people. So we're gonna let's see how to be a friend. How do you be a friend? It's easy, at least on paper. At least on paper. Gandhi said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world."
Right.
Be the friend you want to have.
Right.
We all attempt to attract people into our lives who characters mirror our own.
That's
you ever heard of that? Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, Dolores is saying they all know each other. They're one circle. That's what I'm saying. And my circle is wide because I never know who I have to go to from time to time. So, yes, I think we gotta almost wrap it up here. Unfortunately, we had those technical difficulties in the beginning. You know that's the trick of the enemy, guys. We just enjoyed you all hanging out with us. Yes. I know we lost some viewers from the first one to the second one. We saw how many viewers we had on the back end because you can't see them all the time just up front. It's just the people who's on the chat, really. Let's see. Those who desire to have friends must first show themselves friendly. Exactly.
That's it.
Maybe you have no friends because you're not a friendly person. So no one is actually attracted to you.
Come on now.
All right. So maybe that's just the case. But we absolutely love you guys. We're going to just take a 1 minute break. Then we're going to come back with our thoughts, our victory viewpoints. And we just going to sum this thing up. Again, we're so sorry about those technical difficulties.
Thank you for your patience.
But we thank you for your patience. We appreciate you. We love you. Hang on with us for about at least 1 minute. We're going to come back in at least 1 minute, and we're going to close us out real quick. We thank you guys. We love you. Friends, how many of us have them? All right.
I'm trying to think from the...
Talk to me, Pastor Mitchell. I don't know about you, but I've had all kinds of friends in my life. I think I've been right down that road with you. Yeah, I had some so-called friends. Yes. When trouble came, they went the other way. Tell me about it. But one thing I'm glad about, that ain't a friend like the lonely Jesus. No. Well. No.
back.
He's
Okay.
my friend. He's my friend. All right, all right.
So welcome back. We're about to wrap it up with our victory viewpoints. I just want to reiterate the scripture, Proverbs 18:24. A man that have friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that stick closer than a brother. So again, during this pandemic, I believe we should be reaching out to our friends, our family members, to make sure that everyone is okay. Even if you can't, don't feel pressure to call everybody in one day. But if you take the time, maybe one friend a day, text or call.
All right. Make sure your friend is committed to your happiness and truly, truly inspires you to be greater.
Absolutely.
Make sure your friend does that. And we love you. And look, stay tuned to next week.
Yes.
We have some things worked out, but we're trying to see how we're going to do this whole social distancing thing and make sure they're in the studio and make sure that we're keeping everyone safe. And so we just wanted to come back into the studio ourselves this week just to kind of test everything out to see how everything was working. So, but next week, just stay tuned. We're going to have the topic out there. And if you all think of any topics that you want to hear about, because most of these topics have come from you. So if you want to hear about a topic and you want us to bring experts in on the lines and things like that, we are certainly open to do that. So, but until next time, remember God loves you, and there's no friend like our friend in Jesus.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Wear your mask. Wear your gloves. Social distance.
Listen up. Check us out. Use the hotline now to shine. Come on and join us. There's lots of surprise for you. Fun and family, with great fellowship too. Crystal and Shawn have exciting words. I'm sure there's something that you've never heard. Sunday at 6, it's an excellent mix. We got spiritual flair, special guests will be there. Come on and join us. We're here and waiting for you. Connect with us at 6 o'clock. We wanna share in all you do. Come on and join us. Come right here and find. Connect with us and share your thoughts. We wanna explore your mind. Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?
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 Come on and join us. We're gonna have a good time. Listen up, check us out. Use the hotline now to chime. Come on and join us. There's lots of surprise for you. Fun and family, with great fellowship too. Crystal and Shawn have exciting words. I'm sure there's something that you've never heard. Sunday at 6, it's an excellent mix. We got spiritual flair, special guests will be there. Come on and join us. We're here and waiting for you. Connect with us at 6 o'clock. We wanna share in all you do. Come on and join us. Come right here and find. Connect with us and share your thoughts. We wanna explore your mind. Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?
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 Hey, Chuck! Talk to me, Pastor Mitchell. I don't know about you, but I've had all kinds of friends in my life. I think I've been right down that road with you. Yeah, I had some so-called friends. Yes. When trouble came, they went the other way. Tell me about it. But one thing I'm glad about, that ain't a friend like the lonely Jesus. No. Well, can't nobody come on do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. He's my friend. Shout, shout, shout. until the end now. You see, took my feet out of the miry clay, placed them up on a rock to stay. Said he took my feet out of the miry clay, placed them up on a rock to stay. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Oh, Jesus, he's my friend. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. He's a friend indeed. Can't nobody, Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend now. He's my friend. Took my feet out of the miry clay, placed him up on a rock to stay. Just one touch as he passes me by. I know that he will listen, yeah, to my faintest cry. Tip my feet up. Oh, 2 feet on the ground. Whoa. Jesus, yeah. Talking to Jesus. As he passes by, I know he will listen to my cry. Just one touch as he passes by, Jesus will listen to my faintest cry. I wanna be whole. I said I wanna be whole. I said I wanna be whole. Yeah. I said I wanna be whole. Just Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, you got Jesus for your friend. I know you stick with it till the end.
Come on and join us. We're gonna have a good time. Listen up, check us out. Use the hotline now to chime. Come on and join us. There's lots of surprise for you. Fun and family. Great fellowship too.
Crystal and Shawn have exciting words. I'm sure there's something that you've never heard. Sunday at 6, it's an excellent mix. We got spiritual flair, special guests will be there.
Come on and join us. We're here and waiting for you. Connect with us at 6 o'clock. We wanna share in all you do. Come on and join us. Come right here and find. Connect with us. Share your thoughts, we wanna explore your mind. Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?
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 Talk to me, Pastor Mitchell. I don't know about you, but I've had all kinds of friends in my life. I think I've been right down that road with you. Yeah, I had some so-called friends. Yes. When trouble came, they went the other way. Tell me about it. But one thing I'm glad about, that ain't a friend like the lonely Jesus. No. Well, Jesus healed my body. Well, he told me to run on. Jesus is my friend. Well, you know he picked me up and he turned me around. Jesus picked me up, Lord, he turned me around. I said, Jesus picked me up and turned me around. Jesus is my friend. I know he will listen to my cry. Just one touch as he passes by. Jesus will listen to my faintest cry. I wanna be whole. I said I wanna be whole. I said I wanna be whole. Yeah. I said I wanna be whole. Yeah. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You got Jesus for your friend. And you stick with it till the end.
Come on and join us. We're gonna have a good time. Listen up, check us out. He's the hotline now with a chime. Come on and join us. There's lots of surprise for you. Fun and family with great fellowship too.
Crystal and Shawn have exciting words. I'm sure there's something that you've never heard. Sunday at 6, it's an excellent mix. We got spiritual flair, special guests will be there.
Come on and join us. We're here and waiting for you. Connect with us at 6 o'clock. We wanna share in all you do. Come on and join us. Come right here and find. Connect with us and share your thoughts. We wanna explore your mind. Chattitudes, Chattitudes,
What's your attitude?
Chattitudes, Chattitudes,
What's your attitude?
Chattitudes, Chattitudes,
What's your attitude?
Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?
Hey, Chuck! Talk to me, Pastor Mitchell. I don't know about you, but I've had all kinds of friends in my life. I think I've been right down that road with you. Yeah, I had some so-called friends. Yes. When trouble came, they went the other way. Tell me about it. But one thing I'm glad about, that ain't a friend like the lowly Jesus. No. Well, Jesus healed my body. Well, he told me to run on. Jesus is my friend. Well, you know he picked me up and he turned me around. Jesus picked me up, Lord, he turned me around. I said, Jesus picked me up and he turned me around. Jesus is my friend. took my feet out of my clay. They placed them up on a rock to stay. Can't nobody do me like my Jesus. Nobody do me like my Jesus. Come on, my friend. Yes, he's my friend. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. He's a friend indeed. He's my friend. Until the end now. You see, took my feet out the mighty clay, placed them up on a rock to stay. Said he took my feet out the mighty clay, placed them up on a rock to stay. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Oh, Jesus, he's my friend. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. He's a friend indeed. Can't hold my Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend now. He's my friend. Took my feet out of the miry clay, placed him up on a rock to stay. Just one touch as he passes me by. I know that he will listen, yeah, to my faintest cry. Tip my feet up. Oh, 2 feet on the ground. Whoa. Jesus, yeah. Talking to Jesus. Jesus is my friend. As he passes by, I know he will listen to my cry. Just one touch as he passes by, Jesus will listen to my faintest cry. I wanna be whole. I said I wanna be whole. I said I wanna be whole. Yeah. I said I wanna be whole. Yeah. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is my friend. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You got Jesus for your friend. And then you stick with it till the end.
Come on and join us. We're gonna have a good time. Listen up, check us out. Use the hotline number to chime. Come on and join us. There's lots of surprise for you. Fun and family. Great fellowship too.
Crystal and Shawn have exciting words. I'm sure there's something that you've never heard. Sunday at 6, it's an excellent mix. We got spiritual flair, special guests will be there.
Come on and join us. We're here and waiting for you. Connect with us at 6 o'clock. We wanna share in all you do. Come on and join us. Come right here and find. Connect with us. Share your thoughts, we wanna explore your mind. Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?
Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?
Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?
Chattitudes, Chattitudes.
What's your attitude?